Alright, so we put our levels in the last video, so the next thing we're going to do is insert some images and use that to make grids from. First I'm just going to do a little bit of cleanup here for my own sanity, sort of sizing this to that. I'm going to get rid of the scope box here and just turn off the cropping so I don't have any cropping here in the south elevation. And the next thing I'm going to do is make a floor plan. I'm going to make a structural floor plan because we're going to be working on the foundation, which is actually below floor plan level 1, and to have a structural floor plan will be very helpful. So I'm going to go to Plan Views, Structural Plan. This is in your View tab, Plan Views, Structural Plan. And I'm going to do a structural plan of the top of slab, which is my level 0, 0. And I'm going to click OK. And you're going to see it add a structural plan here, and it takes us to that plan. Now in my template I've got these sections in here. I'm just going to delete them because I don't need them. So just getting rid of those guys. And what happens in the structural plan, if we go to our view range, is it is associated with the top of slab, but it only goes 2 feet above the top of slab for the top of the primary range. And it cuts at 1 foot instead of 4 foot, which is typical. And then the bottom is -4 feet, so it goes down below the level. And the view actually goes -6 feet below the level because we're working on the foundation. And it's looking for structural elements in the floor, which are typically below the level. So this is going to help us be able to see things without having to reset our view range all the time. So I'm going to click OK here. And I'm going to go ahead and insert the floor plan. So image. So if I go to the Insert tab, there's an image. And I'm going to navigate to where I've saved the JPEG. You guys should have a copy of this in your files. So you should have the O1 plan, and that's what we're going to use. So go ahead and click that and click Open. And it'll bring it in on your cursor. It's stuck to your cursor, and I'm just going to kind of pick near the center of that guy. And it comes in very big. And the first thing, of course, we want to do is scale it. So down at the bottom, you can see that it's 40'5" across from edge to edge. So we'll use that as the scaling. So make sure you have the image selected. And then there is a scale up here. Shortcut is RE. And you can click on scale. And what you're going to want to do is come in and pick your first base point kind of at this bottom left corner. So as close as you can get to sort of the center of that JPEG line. And then you want to come out here and pick as close as you can to this line right here, right, which is the other edge. And that sets the basis for the scale. And we know we want that to be 40'5", right? So I'm going to type in 40 space 5 after the second click, and it's going to scale that guy down. And I'm just going to move it kind of into the center here. And the next thing we're going to do is put in some grids that'll help us define, what this guy is going to do, is help us define how to put the walls and floors and everything in.